we come to chapter 8, where the subject is that of the lighting of the lampstand within the tabernacle, as well as the cleansing of the Levites for their services. And once again, I'm just going to let the text and the audio play out for this because it's very straightforward. And I'm doing this with these first few chapters of Numbers because it's mainly just recordings, records of these people and whom did this. It should still be publicly stated as through the audio and text, but for study purposes, I'll be partaking in these. The golden lampstand stood in the holy place. Right here's the Holy of Holies. Over here is the holy place where the entrance was right here. On the south side, in essence, on the left side of one entering from the court, it was the only source of light in the tabernacle, the Holy of Holies being in darkness. And once again, how we have went over before, how whenever it mentions the Levites, you cannot automatically think of a priest. All priests had to be part of the Levites, but not all Levites. Most certainly, most of them were not priests. There was only one high priest. The Levites are helpers to the priest, and the language describing their consecration is somewhat distinct from that of the priest. The priests were made holy, the Levites clean. The priests were anointed and washed, the Levites sprinkled. The priests were given new garments, the Levites washed theirs. Blood was applied to the priest, it was waved over the Levites. And this lampstand is kind of outstanding, especially being in the holy place, because everything else was made of, it was of wood and overlaid with gold, like the table of showbread, the altar of incense, but the lampstand itself, pure gold. And it's said that the Jews today have the lampstand for their third temple already made, and I believe that it weighs like 1,000 pounds or so.
The Golden Menorah, constructed by the Temple Institute for use in the Holy Temple, stood in the corridor here in the Old City of Jerusalem for 7 years. It's now been moved to a new location on the stairs that lead to the Western Wall Plaza and, in fact, the Temple Mount. The Bible commands us, "And you shall make a menorah of pure gold. Of beaten work shall the menorah be made." To meet this daunting challenge, the Temple Institute, after many months of intensive research, assembled a team of artisans and craftsmen, engineering experts and scientists, to recreate the Golden Menorah, fit for use in the Holy Temple. The menorah contains 95 pounds of pure gold. Today valued at $2 million, its total weight is 1/2 ton. To facilitate the move, a special steel frame was devised to protect the menorah throughout the duration of its journey. Silver trumpet blasts are sounded as the workers raise the menorah up out of the Roman corridor and towards its destination, alongside the Yehuda Halevi staircase, 440 yards away. As it enters into the Jewish Quarter Plaza, throngs of onlookers and well-wishers escort the menorah along its way with jubilant song and dance. For 2,000 years, the Jewish people have become accustomed to the scene depicted on the Arch of Titus, notorious symbol of Jewish exile. Our forefathers, forced to carry the sacred vessels of the Holy Temple out of Jerusalem and into exile. Witnessing the menorah once again being carried through the streets of Jerusalem, but this time towards the Holy Temple, filled the people with an overwhelming feeling that history was being reversed, a circle being closed. Young girls hold the 7 oil lamps. each designed to contain 1/2 lug, 150 grams of pure olive oil. The protective frame is removed and the menorah is set safely in its new position. Rabbi Yisrael Ariel of the Temple Institute sets the first oil lamp in place. Yehuda Glick, the Institute's director, along with the moving foreman, places the 7th lamp.
And in chapter 8, we're also told about the washing of the Levites and also the shaving of the Levites in order to ready them for the tabernacle services. God received the tribe of Levi instead of each individual firstborn boy from Israel. Newborn babies are relatively free from hair, and this also corresponds with the shaving of the Levites and their dedication to God. And one would think that this be kind of unusual, especially for men in the Middle East, since Semitic men were characterized generally in the ancient world by wearing beards and by ample bodily hair. Shaving these men's bodies must have been regarded as a remarkable act of devotion to God. And once again, just to remind everyone, the Levites belonged to the Lord in exchange for his deliverance of the firstborn sons of Israel at the time of the 10th plague. The tribe of Levites were set apart from all the others. The Levites thereby make an atonement for the people of Israel, that is, pay the ransom price, a type of Christ, of course. However, the Old Testament never countenances human sacrifice. It never promotes human. As a matter of fact, it's heavily against human sacrifice. That's one of the great sins. So the Levites, in their turn, lay their hands on 2 bulls and make atonement for them, just like in this case. The bulls are given for a sacrifice so that a human would not have to perish in this manner, because there is no remission of sins without the shedding of blood. And by doing this, it was a type of Christ, showing that someone else's blood had to be spilled. Either way, something or someone has to die because of what we have done to God and sinning against him. But there would be 2 bulls, and just real quick, one would be for a sin offering and the other would be for a burnt offering. The entire tribe of Levi was given to serve the needs of Aaron and the priest. They shall attend to his needs, we're told, to serve the needs of the congregation at large, and the needs of the whole congregation, and to serve the needs of the tabernacle itself, attend to all the furnishings of the tabernacle, to do the work of the tabernacle. This chapter also denotes how a Levite is to be from the ages of 25 years old to 50 years old. And at 50, you can still partake in the services, but it's not going to be as pressing on one's physical state. These were important aspects of the Levite service, but they also had at least one other important responsibility. The Levites, along with the priest, were to teach God's word to the people. Deuteronomy 24:8 is one passage stating that the priest and the Levites were to teach the people of Israel God's word.
Chapter 8. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, and say unto him, When thou lightest the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light over against the candlestick. And Aaron did so. He lighted the lamps thereof over against the candlestick, as the Lord commanded Moses. And this work of the candlestick was of beaten gold. Unto the shaft thereof, unto the flowers thereof, was beaten work, according unto the pattern which the Lord had showed Moses, so he made the candlestick. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel, and cleanse them. And thus shalt thou do unto them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of purifying upon them, and let them shave all their flesh, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. Then let them take a young bullock with his meat offering, even fine flour mingled with oil, and another young bullock shalt thou take for a sin offering. And thou shalt bring the Levites before the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt gather the whole assembly of the children of Israel together, and thou shalt bring the Levites before the Lord, And the children of Israel shall put their hands upon the Levites, and Aaron shall offer the Levites before the Lord for an offering of the children of Israel, that they may execute the service of the Lord. And the Levites shall lay their hands upon the heads of the bullocks, and thou shalt offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, unto the Lord, to make an atonement for the Levites. And thou shalt set the Levites before Aaron, and before his sons, and offer them for an offering unto the Lord. Thus shalt thou separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. And after that shall the Levites go in to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt cleanse them, and offer them for an offering. For they are wholly given unto me from among the children of Israel, instead of such as open every womb, even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel, have I taken them unto me. For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and beast. On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself. And I have taken the Levites for all the firstborn of the children of Israel. And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of the congregation, and to make an atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel, when the children of Israel come nigh unto the sanctuary. And Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites according unto all that the Lord commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so did the children of Israel unto them. And the Levites were purified, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron offered them as an offering before the Lord, and Aaron made an atonement for them to cleanse them. And after that went the Levites in to do their service in the tabernacle of the congregation before Aaron and before his sons, as the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so did they unto them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This is it that belongeth unto the Levites. From 25 years old and upward, they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And from the age of 50 years they shall cease waiting upon the service thereof, and shall serve no more, but shall minister with their brethren in the tabernacle of the congregation, to keep the charge, and shall do no service. Thus shalt thou do unto the Levites touching their charge.